Courthouse case of Legends of Rosewood Village versus Alyssa, Worley.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jack Steiner Potter for the plaintiff.
All right, your name?
Ford.
All right, where are we on this case?
May I approach? There's
What is that?
it's a receipt.
A receipt for?
I had to give cash again to the clerk. Well, for the rest I owed, and I think it's plus some, a little bit.
Are you trying to show me an escrow receipt? How much is that escrow receipt for?
100.
When did you put that in?
Well,
I haven't. I haven't got to.
And you called before
Part-
called before I came, so we didn't have a record of that, Your Honor.
Right, there's
That's all.
the amount that was in was, there was 2950 put in, and then now we have 1100.
So much of that.
All right, so where are we now in this case, folks? Well, doesn't that cover everything?
Yes, plus some. All right,
But last time you gave us,
okay, so
it's 4,050, and the last time you gave us what they owed was
I have
3975.
Yeah.
That's what they owe?
well, it's 3979.03, yeah. I might be off by $1 or $2.
All right. In any event, if I release the escrow to plaintiff,
Okay.
then this case can be dismissed. Anybody have a problem with that? Boy, this was easy. All right, so what I will do. What'd you say?
I follow through with everything said.
Did you think I didn't believe you?
Believe anybody if I was a judge.
What?
Today it would be hard for me to believe people if I was a judge. Well, that would be a free.
You mean all these people I'm not supposed to believe any of them? Is that what you're telling? No, that will make my job so much easier. Right. And you had never ended up in a situation like this, and you were just trying to, and you were scared to death, right? What did I tell you the first time that you appeared?
Yeah, I don't have a dismissal or an order, but to you, I could.
We'll take care of it.
Just have.
What did I tell you?
That everything will be okay. My babies.
Yeah. And how did it turn out?
A lot of hard work and enjoying time with my babies.
There you go. Is that them?
Yes, that's Chase and that's Carter.
Hello. How you guys doing? All right.
Sorry, they had a half day today.
No, it's okay.
Fine.
I like kids. It's the adults that bother me. All right. So what you do, I'm going to dismiss this case. I'm going to release the escrow to plaintiff.
Okay.
And then you have a beautiful weekend.
Thank you.
And do what I told you. You just hug those babies.
Yes.
All right. Take care.
Do I need to sign anything or I'm good?
No,
I'm good.
we're okay.
How will you guys?
See you guys.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Court calls the case of Town Center Place versus Viola. She's not.
Otherwise. Jack Snyder for plaintiff.
Assigned. All right, where are we on this? Well, I guess I'm trying to figure out something. This is a termination.
Yep. Okay.
But the rent is all caught up. No?
No, SOS is taking care of it. I reached out to them and they were supposed to
Yeah, the note I have here. I issued the judgment. But this was a termination judgment.
Yep.
If she can pay, can she stay or no?
Well, the termination judgment was because she had to, if you recall, Your Honor, it was for an unauthorized occupant. She had documents that she had to maintain. And get
Go ahead.
to our office, and she had yet to do that. They're still outstanding.
Still haven't. That's what I call.
I've been going since I left court that Monday to Social Security. Me and Stacy went. There's no walk-ins. They gave us appointment for June 3rd. Been calling since then to see if anybody cancel. Mr. Henry didn't tell you the truth. I sent you an email. I talked to him from April 28th up until April 8th, and he sent me an email apologizing to me for not being in court on the 8th with me. And I would like to still seek counsel. Since he didn't do it, I called my attorney, Todd Rutledge, and they have a landlord tenant attorney in their firm.
Well, why aren't they here?
I just spoke to him to get been getting a hold to him and back and forth. And he's gonna get the documents that Mr. Henry was supposed to help us get. Why he said I didn't contact him, I don't know, because I did. Every day.
Well, anyway, you're into that. I issued the judgment. I set this date. What? I set this for a writ here. I did. I extended it to today. And the documents still haven't been submitted.
No, we're trying to get them from Social Security. Stacy told me today that that until what she was supposed to have for she came up here. She can go stay in a shelter until she get her business taken care of.
All right.
Because I told her I can only do so much.
I can't.
Wrong.
I know, but I can't keep adjourning it out. I gave it an exceptionally long period of time from the last hearing for you to get the documents and get them in. They don't have that.
Because Judge Simpson, since I've been coming here, I always do what you asked me to do.
I know, too. And I thought what would happen here is that all of this would get done. You've got counsel to help you, right?
Yes, I sure do now. I have a lawsuit, and so that's how I pay for my attorney now, since legal aid didn't do his job.
Well, sometimes regrettably, I'm going to have to I have to be fair to both sides. So I'm going to have to let the writ issue. What I will do, however, is say that, if it's presented, I will sign it. But that the writ can't be executed prior to June 10th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You do the same. Court calls the case Peninsular Place versus Tanya Jimerson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Rebecca Austin for plaintiff.
Your name?
Tanya Jimerson.
Okay. And we're here. Is this your motion to set aside? All right, what happened?
So me being behind my bills right now, it's me not be able to go to work because I've been getting harassed at work. And the fact that I'm not about to be working there no more, I had a job interview this morning at St. Joe's. I'm just gonna switch hospitals because I work at the U, but it's management. And the fact that I rely on my job for my bills, it's very bad right now. And it's the first time I've been behind on bills for the first time. So I'm actually kind of struggling. But I know back in March, I had help with Max, but that's only once a year. I can only get help with them. But I never,
Okay,
I never,
hold on. You're saying a lot.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
A
okay.
lot.
Okay, it just tells me you're really nervous about
Yeah.
what's
very-
gonna happen here because you don't know what your next steps are, right? Fair enough. Have you talked to the landlord at all about trying to get this paid?
No, I just talked to her. Last time I talked to her is when I told her about my court date because they wanted to have that money paid by the 27th. And the fact that I had missed court the last time and the reason why you granted this motion for me.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying, all right? After this judgment was entered, did you go in and talk with anybody at Peninsula Place?
Oh, no.
Why not?
Just waiting for my court date. That's what I'm thinking. No, I'm supposed to be doing, waiting for my court date. So that's all I was.
Okay. Did you try to? What do you have as your current balance?
The same
Counsel.
amount of the judgment, Your Honor, the 1,035.42, which includes the court costs. To her
Uh-huh.
motion, she had attached, a receipt for $500. I do show that credit. And then she says she owes $960.42. The only difference is the $75 statutory attorney fee. So I think the judgment amount is right, and she really just owes May rent, and I'm happy to work with her, but
Yeah.
she didn't show up the last.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. All right, let me ask you this, okay? How are you got this back balance, you're behind in bills, get it. Do you know how you're gonna try to get June rent paid?
So I just got a car and I downloaded DoorDash. So I got extra
Okay.
money. Instacart, Uber. I got all the
Okay. Just
so yeah.
slow down.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out a way that you're gonna make it from this point to the next point, aren't you? All right, do me a favor. Take a deep breath. Okay. Because what you're worried about right now is I'm gonna tell you that you gotta be out. I'm not telling you that today.
Okay.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I have a lot of different landlords that come before me. I'm just going to tell you right now, the people down at Peninsula Place, in my opinion, they're just fantastic in terms of working with the folks there. That's why the first question I had for you is, had you gone out and talked to them? So if you listen to what happened, council indicated they're willing to work with you because you just owe May. Okay. But you got to go down and talk to them. You may not have a full plan, but you'll work with it. A whole lot of people see, and you're lucky because the first time they showed up, a whole lot of people, Holly did not leave for like 5 days or something because there were a whole lot of people down there that were just down there talking to them, and most of them got worked out in some way. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out to June 12th, which is my next day, June 12th, 2026 at 1 p.m. I want you to go down to the office and talk to Holly. Okay. See if you can work this through. You're only behind 1 month. The world's not going to collapse. It's not going to end. Okay. And what I want you to do is I don't want you worrying about it until I tell you to worry about it, because nothing's going to happen to you until I say it is. Fair enough?
Appreciate that.
All right. You go down there, talk to Holly, and then you have a great weekend. Okay. Relax, because you seem really stressed.
Yes, I am. And I'm like midnight.
Stressing me out, and you stress Alan out, and Alan gets stressed, bad things happen. It's just, you don't want it to. All right.
But thank you.
You take care. And Peninsula Place versus Damboya, that matter's dismissed. As well as Peninsula Place versus Henderson is dismissed. Is that it for you guys?
That's it, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Holly, you take care. Always a pleasure.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Have a great weekend, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Lori Anderson versus Armani Lyman. And here we go.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, Andrew King. Lori Anderson.
All right, where are we on this?
First and foremost, I would like to state that.
Hold on a second. Why do I have this case? Because which one? All right. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
I was gonna say that, she has been using my personal information to impersonate me. And she's still harassing me, but never had me. The neighbors have been telling me that as well. We were wondering.
I'm here on a writ hearing.
Your Honor, from plaintiff's perspective, if I may, this is a hearing. We are coming up on the 56-day time hearing issue. As of our last hearing, we acknowledged that the defendant had made a $7,600 payment towards the rent that was owed when this case was filed, leaving a balance on that particular judgment of $4,107.37. The court was adjourned that so that that amount could be tendered to the plaintiff. Thus far, we don't have those funds. And furthermore, Your Honor, there's currently another 3 months worth of rent due.
Are you going to pay off this judgment?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Are you going to pay off this judgment?
I'm going to pay it, but it's not right. I would like to go over it, since I do not owe that much.
Okay, ma'am.
There, that I would like to look over and see something about repairs, but nothing was repaired, so I'm trying to see where the extra money is coming from. Still paying the warranty.
Lyman, this judgment was issued in March.
I have 6,600 to pay, but I would like to see everything before I pay it, so I just don't need.
That's the judgment. I'm not disturbing the judgment.
Well, it's not right at all, because I should only hold 1,000.
I'm not disturbing the judgment. Judgment is what it is. I don't have anything filed indicating that I should even look at that judgment. That's what the judgment was issued for. I'm now in May. If you pay off the judgment, they got to figure out what they're going to do.
I emailed the court the day of when that happened, saying it wasn't right.
All right, let me just be clear. I'm not doing anything with the judgment. You can keep talking to me about it if you want, but I'm going to tell you the same thing. So your choices are you either pay off the judgment or I just deny this and they're going to go forth and do what they got to do. So which do you want to do? There is, you said 4107
37 on the
judgment.
on the judgment.
You said 37 or 40?
$4,107.37.
Okay. I think we were starting at the wrong one. All right. Are you going to pay that off? When are you going to do that?
66 that I can turn in next week.
Well, I can't. Lyman, I thought you said you had 66. Do you have?
I've been in the hospital.
Okay, I got that. I understand, and that's why I adjourned the proceedings out. But there's about 4,000 that's owed on the judgment. When is that going to be paid? Because the writ, Ms. Lyman, understand, the writ is sitting here in front of me right now. when is it gonna be paid? Because I'm assuming if you pay that next week, and if I remember the rental rate, it's about 3,300 or something like that, it's gonna go up again. They're just gonna begin the case again. I mean, but that's not where I am right now. What day next week are you going to pay this?
Say,
I can't. That's not. That's not even next week. That's the week after.
we'll have it till the 8th.
And at that point, they're gonna be 4 months, right? Is that right, council?
That is correct, Your Honor.
So then I'm gonna be what, 12 plus, well, I'm gonna be about 13,000 behind at that point. Simon, I can't continue to do that. I don't mind giving people an opportunity to pay and catch up, but I can't do it. So, the way it works is that I'm signing the writ, I'm issuing the writ, I'm denying the motion to stay the eviction, or I'm not staying the eviction. The writ is signed. If you pay it prior to the execution of the writ, then fine, but otherwise I'm not doing anything else. I can't. In good conscience, do that. So, thank you. Ann's gonna need that. Haverhill on Clark versus Sylvia Amory Brewer.
Good morning, Your Honor, or afternoon, Your Honor, under case P 78292 for Haverhill on Clark.
Hello, what's your name?
Sylvia Amory Brewer.
All right, where are we on this?
Your Honor, the plaintiff is still showing a balance of $5,692 in retained. And that is inclusive of court costs and service fees. We did have a preliminary hearing. This is our second hearing. It's my understanding that the defendant applied to Hawk, but was declined.
Sorry.
Was declined because the amount in controversy was too high. At this point, we are requesting that the court enter a judgment in the amount of $5,692 to be paid out of the court to me.
Ma'am, what do you have to say?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, this is my second time standing before you.
Sir?
This is my second time standing before you, and the gentleman called my name and asked me to speak with him. And I asked him, would they be willing? Originally, I'd asked the other attorneys that was here at my first hearing if they would give me till the end of June. I thought I would have it by today, but I do not have it by today. I did pay something, what I could today. I just went and looked at my balance, and I almost paid a fourth of it today of the balance that's in my bank. It's a little bit, but they can give.
Hold on,
and-
hold on.
Yes, sir.
All right, just. All right,
Thank you.
you're talking real fast to me, and I'm just trying to keep up with you, and I kept up with you to a certain point, but, and so went to the pay something. Sure.
I paid a little bit today, and can you show the judge this? I don't know if this is gonna help me or not. I paid a little bit today, and this I had prepared to pay on the 8th. I was gonna escrow that, and then something came up. I have a child that lives in the same apartment building as me. She was supposed to be here today, and you gave she applied for an extension. So I didn't end up paying that. I had every intention of having 1,000 more on today, but I just
Hold it.
didn't. So I will have more. I got sick and I got sick and had 8 days off work.
Should have.
And so I just went back. I went to the
Oh.
doctor
Okay.
and I was 8 days off work. I apologize. I had that prepared and I haven't. So it's just asking, can I have more time? Yes, sir.
You call them to see if you could work out. I mean, what's your monthly rent?
It's 1574. They gave me 2 different leases. At first
It's okay.
74, then they said 68.
All right, that's fine. But it's around 1,600, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
You have $5,692. But then come Monday, I'm tacking basically 1,600 onto that. I'm gonna be at about what, $7,300.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I had 2 incomes, so that's why
Hold on.
I was hoping.
I know, and I get what may have happened in the past.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to figure out is how do you see yourself getting out of this?
Working, I have a monthly income, and then on top of that, I have another income coming in. It just, with me being behind, I have a doctor's note that I was taking off work and I missed. And because I work with food, they take
Oh,
off work.
Oh,
I know I can
that I
5 of it.
hey, oh, take a breath.
Okay.
I get that things may have happened, you got behind.
Yes, sir.
That's where we are right now. Okay. What I'm asking is, how do you envision yourself getting out of this?
Well, one of my jobs is working for myself, and it's lucrative. I just needed to get better, and I needed to rent a car. So that's what I did. And then the other income is monthly. It comes in on a regular. So I just needed more time. He was being honest with me. He didn't think that Haverhill would agree to that, but if he could, if I'm beseeching the court, because I got behind the first time when my wallet was stolen, and I explained that to you. And then my refrigerator went out, so I had to replace. And Haverhill told me they were gonna replace my groceries the 3 times my refrigerator went out, but they didn't. So I had to take some of the money that was set aside.
Ma'am,
So I'm just
Ma'am,
asking
ma'am,
for more
had to
time.
come up with $5,692. How much time would it take you to come up with?
No matter what I say, you really want the truth?
Ma'am, I asked the question.
I asked them to the end of June, but let's be real. That's gonna give me to July, the middle of July. I'll have it, all of it, and I can continue pay the court like you gave me permission last time to escrow my rent because of all of the things. There's still things that are not fixed. They text me and said some things are fixed, some things aren't still fixed. The closet doors still broken. They're not even in there. My refrigerator is still out right now, and my stove. So that's why you gave me permission to escrow my rent.
But I don't have it. I don't have the rent.
I'm paying on it. And you give me a little time so I can prove that to the court.
That's what I'm trying to add. I don't know And I tried to ask you different ways. I don't understand what your plan is.
I have,
I mean, I may do something they don't want me to do, but I don't even have a plan. I don't even have a framework.
well, if I can get it, if, once I get it below a certain amount, if the money is not depleted from Hawk, they will help me with the last remaining $3,000. So that's more reasonable. That's more realistic because it's there for us.
How much do you have today
I,
to put down?
not even 1,000, not even 500. I put a little bit down a few moments ago, but the money that I have now in the bank, I need to rent. There's weekly rent for the vehicle. And I don't have it now, but I have to re-rent it next week on Wednesday so that I can make more money and get to my other job. So once I get it below rent, once I get it to 3,000, Hawk will pay that amount.
They will.
So Hawk,
No.
you don't believe that they will? That's what they tell me. They keep telling me.
That's their minimum amount that you have to be at for them to consider it. I can tell you right now, at least based upon the last report I have, that they're out of funds. I don't know what they're going to get.
They're helping the lady next to me, sitting next to me.
All right, ma'am, that's what you want to believe. When are you gonna be able to get it down to 3,000? Because that means you got to come up with about $2,700.
I can have that by the end of June because I get paid from one job every,
I can't have the landlord wait to the end.
can we request it?
Because listen, just think about this. The math doesn't work. If I tell you, if I give them a judgment saying, okay, I can give her to the end of June to get that 2,700 paid. They still have 3,000 plus June's rent going into July. So then July's rent will be up.
Well, every 2 weeks I get about 1,500 just from grinding.
If you sat down and figured out a plan for how you could get this paid,
Yes.
can you tell me what that plan is?
Okay. So since I get paid on a daily basis from one job, I can bring that to the court and I requested
And that's not a plan.
I
To
can,
know
I can
how much can
check.
pay.
I can bring a cashier's check in the amount of $1,500.
When?
Well, since they won't give me to the end of June, will they give me till June 28th? Or can they give me till June 27th, 26th?
For $1,500?
No, I get paid like I can cash out one job every day, every other day. I can bring you $1,500 in 10 days. Give me 10 days, I'll bring you 1,500. And in another 10 days, I'll bring you another 1,500. I also have a monthly income that I get, which is a little bit over 1,000 because I have a disability. So I'm on disability and I get that on a regular. I just asked till the end of June.
To pay everything up?
Yes, and then if Hawk does not deplete, by the time I get it down to 3,000, I will bring you proof that Hawk has approved of me. Once I get it down to 3,000, I will come back and I would just leave it with the receptionist ladies. And I would bring you the ledger. I requested a rent ledger and the attorney was kind to share it with me because my apartment complex refused to give me a copy of mine, but you have it in front of you, but I asked because that's what Hawk is requesting. So he showed it to me. So every 10 days, I'll check in with the court and I'll drop that 1,500 every 10 days. So in 20 days, I should have 3,000 to you. Is that a good enough plan? Because I've been trying, if I hadn't been off work, I would have had more money and more time. Every 10 days, I'll bring it in. Maybe I'll bring it every 7 days. I'll bring you some money and I'll have it to the 15th, what is it, 14th District A. for my rent to be escrowed with you. So instead of every 10 days, I changed it. I'll bring it every 7 days. I'll bring you a check down here to escrow my rent. And then buy me some time, hopefully. Oh, the other thing they asked me to ask, will you take a cashier's check? Because they said they couldn't receive it.
You need to pay it to the landlord. Because here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find no trouble issue. I'm gonna issue a judgment for possession. Total amount of that rent will be 56.92. With a writ to issue. If, however, the defendant pays $1,500 to the landlord on the 8th, I'll extend the writ to the 18th.
Okay,
If 1,500 is paid to the landlord on the 15th. Or on the 18th, then the writ will be 29th.
okay, can you say those dates again?
8th,
Uh-huh,
18th, and 29th.
okay,
Gotta
15,
pay 1,500, and then the balance of this judgment by the 29th.
1,500 each time, and instead of doing it here, I'll pay it directly to my landlord.
Right to the landlord.
Thank you.
So, Your Honor, just so I'm clear, 1,500, then the balance.
The balance of this.
So she,
Now, ma'am, you need to understand that doesn't include this judgment I'm issuing doesn't include your June rent.
Right,
Still gonna owe your June rent,
yes, sir.
but I'm gonna give it to
So
put it that way. Thank you.
until the 29th, right?
You gotta no, listen, so that you
The
understand.
balance,
Make these incremental payments.
yes.
So if you don't pay them, so that I'm real clear, if you've got to pay that 1,500 on the 8th, you don't pay them on the 8th, that they get their rent.
They're gonna get their money.
Okay, but I need you to understand what I'm saying.
I do.
So on the 15th, you need to pay 1,500. On the 8th, you need to pay 1,500. On the 18th, you need to pay 1,500, and by the 29th, you need to pay the entire balance.
Yes,
Any of those payments are missed, they get their writ, you're evicted.
it won't.
Am I clear?
You are very crystal clear.
Thank you. Have a great day.
So much. I appreciate you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
I promise you my last one's easy.
What'd you say?
I promise you my last one's easy.
Secretary of Veterans Affairs versus Anthony Reddick. You're welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Judge. I'm Anthony Reddick.
You better make this easy, man.
Okay, so
Hello, Mr. Reddick.
Affairs of the United States of America.
All right. And where are we on this one?
Your Honor, this was the Secretary of Veterans Affairs bought this property at a foreclosure sale. Mr. Reddick is a occupant of the property. We have come to an agreement that he will vacate the property and relinquish possession of the property to the Office of the Secretary of Veterans Affairs by the 15th of June. And we've signed a consent judgment to that effect.
Is that correct, Mr. Reddick?
yes, sir.
You're a veteran, sir?
Yes, I am, sir.
What branch?
United States Air Force.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
How long were you?
13 years.
All right. And what, you fell behind and
I lost my job and there was no way of me without having a job because I'm supply chain management. So I had a very good job and I haven't been able to find a job to replace that level of income. And that's the reason why I fell behind.
on the 15th, what are you gonna do?
15th, I'll be out.
Going.
I'm gonna put all of my stuff into a storage and I'm going to figure out where I'm gonna stay then. That's my immediate plan. I mean, I do have sons and daughters here. So push come to shove, I could probably stay with them. For right now, the plan is I'm seeking, obviously, an eviction doesn't help. You know, so seeking a rental apartment or anything like that with my credit, et cetera, that's a challenge. I've tried not to have to rely on the Veterans Administration to help me further. I don't plan on,
But you earned it.
I did, but
You earned it. You don't have to apologize to anybody. You earned it.
like I said,
You know, I sit here and I just know I get to do what I get to do because people like you did what you did. I'm reminded of that every day. And I realize they have to do it. I'm not blaming council, but when our veterans fall on hard times, all of a sudden what we do is we just kick them to the curb. And you just don't know what you're gonna do. You're saying you're gonna get your stuff into storage, but you're not sure where you're going.
right, sir.
Not happening, not today. Because I'm not gonna enter the judgment. I'm gonna adjourn it out, let him sort out, get your stuff into storage. Figure out where you're going. All right,
Oh,
I'm gonna give you that chance, all right, because I can't do it. I mean, if I have to, I will, but I don't, I should under these circumstances.
I'm trying to cooperate, but
No, I get it. You don't have to apologize for a darn thing. All right, if somebody. I don't, I'm a. Over the objection of plaintiff, I'm gonna adjourn this to June 12th, 2026 at what time? At 1 p.m. And let you try to get a better plan together for yourself, see where you're going, okay? I can't give you everything, but at least for your service, I owe you that.
thank you, sir.
All right, we'll see you on the 12th, Mr. Ray.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. You do the same. Babu Banda Pade. No, I'm messing it up. Versus Diet Connor. Your name?
Yeah, Kyle.
Where are we on this case? Termination?
Correct. So background story here is 9 months without rent.
Does she currently have a lease?
Currently, this is through section 8 and it's
Pardon?
through section 8 and they terminated their lease.
What's your position on this?
So that's why I asked for the 2 weeks adjournment, so I can finish the other one, because he knew he was in abatement. I didn't know he was in abatement. Was
What?
in abatement. With section 8, he was in abatement. He knew that. I did.
Abatement for what reason?
That was withholding his rent. I don't know. It was between them two.
Why was the rent being abated?
Originally, the rent wasn't being abated because they said the house wasn't repaired.
Yeah,
And we passed even the city inspections.
did you go back to section 8 then?
We tried to call them, nobody would answer.
Then that's not her fault. The apartment unit goes into abatement
Correct.
because of repairs you failed to make. So they don't pay rent.
Oh, sorry, the repair was done almost 9 months ago. We've been trying to contact them. And the city has been out there, re-inspected the house.
So about time this
Hold on, who administers the Section 8 that you got this through?
RPI.
That's the problem.
Listen, so when the city came out, that was of February of this year, right? So Section 8 told me when I talked to them in March, when he said he was gonna evict me in May, when I talked to them, they told me, well, this is called retaliatory eviction. They told me to come here and let y'all know that this is what's going on, ask for another adjournment, because they're like, they said this, he knows what's going on, I don't. So then I spoke with them in March, because they said, don't worry about it, we're handling it. So then I spoke with legal aid, because remember, I came down last week, I spoke with legal aid, they're trying to help me with the whole Section 8 problem because of him. So they said, see if I can get adjournment till after the 2nd, because that's when they go in and talk to Section 8.
They're going in on June 2nd, talk section.
Yes.
Got it.
Your Honor, just a couple things here to clarify. I have not gotten any communication from any. Regarding.
Yes, he did, Your Honor. I can
Stop. Go ahead. What were you saying?
So far, I've not gotten any communication from anybody. Are saying that, what are we doing next steps? In fact, even beyond that, we have had ordinance.
Here's my problem. I'm just gonna stop both of you, because here's my problem. If the initial basis of not receiving rent was an abatement for repairs, and then that subsequently that rent has not been turned on, that's not generally, if ever, the tenant's fault. It's something else. So I'm not punishing her because either you didn't do the repairs, but you're telling me you did, or that RPI won't do what they're supposed to do. I'm not doing that.
Well, here's the problem right now is that basically it's gone on for 9 months. I have no.
Pardon?
Gone on for 9 months. I have nobody to talk to at RPI, no contact.
So you kick her out.
It's beyond that now. It's basically right now, there's the whole idea of the ordinance officers going out there. I'm in court. I had to pay $350 a couple months ago because of the house was in bad shape outside because of trash and the like. And then on top of that, we also have to mow the lawn, do everything, take care of the property. So that way she can live there. So
Not
we're
true.
not getting any rent or anything for any.
But you wouldn't get the rent because there weren't repairs. That's where this starts.
Mhm.
Then you do the repairs, you get the inspection, and I'm going by what you're telling me,
Exactly.
and RPI doesn't turn it back on.
But then what do I do at this point? Because we've
You
done
need to
the,
talk to RPI.
nobody's calling me back from market. Who do I contact at RPI? I've been trying to reach them for months. Nobody's answering the phone, nobody's returning call.
Legal Services is meeting with them. They told you on the 2nd.
Yes.
This matter is adjourned 12/2026. What time? 1 p.m.
I'll be in. Thank you.
Court stands in recess. All right. Court calls case of Arbor Woods versus George Jones, stuff four.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, P78301 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your name, sir?
George Jones.
All right, where are we on this?
payment.
Your Honor, we have received payment on the account. Your Honor, right now we have a balance of $97. I would not be inclined to take a judgment for $97. I would propose a dismissal and that $97 payment be made with Mr. Jones' next rent payment.
I've already made the, I zeroed balance this morning, but
So when did you pay the other amount?
I paid the full $844. That was, what was it? $844.72 that was on the balance this morning before I went to work.
Is that including your June rent, Mr. Jones?
Yeah, that includes June rent.
Gotcha. Okay, Your Honor. I mean, I was proposing a dismissal regardless, and so I still have no objection to a dismissal. It sounds like Mr. Jones is a couple days ahead of the game.
All right. Case dismissed.
All right.
Jones, you have a great weekend.
Thanks, you too.
Arbor Woods versus Tanisha Booker. Tanisha Booker. Not here. You would like to,
Your Honor, she made a payment through the portal. It would be payment in full, but we just need to verify it's cleared. Could we adjourn this one?
June 12th, 2026 at 2 p.m.
Thank you.
Northville Crossing versus Rebecca White. Oh, she's here. Rebecca White.
I'm here. I'm trying to get my video to work.
All right. While you do that, how much is owing?
Bear with me just one moment, Your Honor. I think I accidentally closed out of her file. We've got Miss White, Your Honor, with costs at $3,019.
We haven't got any payment. Miss White, how are you intending on getting that paid?
So I submitted a payment arrangement with Bobby, but I'm still waiting to hear back. She had to get it approved with corporate, I guess. My intent, I can pay 2,000 on I'm sorry, I'm pulling up my calendar and I can't get my camera to work, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
All right.
I can pay 2,000 on the 12th of June, and then I can pay 1,000 on the 28th, I believe it is. 2 weeks later, 26th. And then I proposed 1,000 going into July just to get everything completely caught up.
Got it. But you don't have approval for that.
I
But you
do
would-
not. There was a confusion. So I was in writ status and had like a $7,000 payment that I paid at the end of January. And then with my income tax, I made another 2,000 and something dollar payment, but there was a large water bill from my pipes exploding. And it inadvertently, they had agreed to let me make a payment arrangement on the water, but it got applied to the water instead of the rent. And then my power got turned off. It's just been a horrible 16 months for me financially, but I'm
Here's what
back
I'm
to
gonna
work
do.
full time.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, you need to, so that we can wait regarding that payment, whether they'll agree to that. You need to pay that 2,000 by the 12th. I'm going to adjourn it out to the 12th, understanding that your next month's rent is going to click in.
Absolutely. Which is why I proposed,
I'll adjourn it to the
1,000
12th,
every 2 weeks.
2006 at 2 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, but you
Okay.
got to get that paid.
Okay, will do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right, Sayo Farms versus Janelle Baker. He's back.
She is indeed, Your Honor, and unfortunately, Sile Farm still has not received the paper payment from SOS. And we did communicate with them about having stop payment done and a new check issued. And unfortunately, we have not received confirmation that that check is ready for Patty to pick up. Patty has offered to pick it up, and unfortunately, Autumn says that she doesn't think they'll have an answer regarding that until Monday.
Are you gonna, so what's your plan for your June rent?
I just got paid today, so that's, I have more.
So you can. I thought we would be done, but
You and me both, Your Honor. June 12th.
to pay your June rent.
I can do that probably today.
Today? All right. So what I'm gonna indicate is
Or by
pay June rent by Monday.
by Monday. Let's
First.
by Monday,
By
right?
June 1st.
Right.
If not, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grant a judgment for the balance. Which would all then have to be paid by the
Well,
12th.
so June 12th, what time?
It'd be June 12th, 2 p.m. But understand what I'm doing. You gotta make sure your
Yep.
rent's paid. If it's not paid, made a judgment
Yep.
that everything
Absolutely.
12. Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you. Silo Farms versus Michael Moore.
And I assume Mr. Moore is present because he's been here every other time, Your Honor. Oh, maybe not, but it's the same situation for Mr. Moore, Your Honor. Unfortunately, there was a paper payment mailed. Silo Farms has not received it. We inquired about doing a stop pay and reissuing a check so Patty could pick it up. And we don't have an update on its availability yet. I suspect it's going to be the same situation. We won't know more until Monday.
But we don't know what he's gonna be doing for June.
And Your
Yeah, and
Honor, I was gonna say the last time he did show up a little bit late, but we're almost at 2 o'clock now, so I'm not sure what his intentions are for being here today.
I keep getting this message. We're gonna get these checks straight. I'm gonna take a chance and over the objection of plaintiff, I'm gonna adjourn him out to the 12th, 2026 at 2 p.m. And you're right, he's always here, which is, yeah, but late, but he does get here. All right. I'll just see what happens. Silo Farms versus Rex Behringer.
Your Honor, my client received communications from Ms. Litton over at Housing Bureau for Seniors that the payment I think was going to be available today. Patty, did you receive verification of that?
Not yet. I did ask them if they could have it before this time, but I have not received anything yet.
So at present, Your Honor, there's still that outstanding balance of a couple $100 and change for Ms. Behringer. Bear with me just a moment and I can be specific with the court on the exact amount. Literally just had the file right in front of me. And she is at $253.71.
All right. What I will do is I'll find no tribal issue with giving it a shot. I'm going to issue a judgment for possession in that amount, but no writ without a hearing.
And Your Honor, do you want to swear me in with respect to that?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give and have given is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do indeed, for the record, Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, on behalf of the plaintiff, and I do verify that the information given is true to the best of my knowledge. Your Honor, you did indicate no writ without hearing, though, correct?
That is correct. Silo Farms versus Paula Clark. And Anthony Clark.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Alan.
How are you today?
I'm good.
It's good. Both of you.
Okay, where are we on this case?
With cost, Your Honor, $3,596.99.
All right, folks. What about Friends Indeed and Faith in Action? Anything?
I talked to Friends Indeed on Wednesday. They got all the information. I haven't heard from them again. I did talk to someone from MDHHS yesterday. She got all the information. She said she'll try to process by next week. I can call when we leave here, see if she has got any further in that.
How much is your monthly rent?
It's 9, 10, and then whatever the water bill is each month. I did pay the $13.35.
Did you, Patty, can you verify receipt of that? I don't see it on the ledger that oh, wait a minute. That's when you emailed about earlier, isn't it?
Yes,
On the
ma'am,
28th.
yesterday.
Yeah, okay. So yes, I do think we have that payment, so that'll be, oh, let me verify, Judge, my apologies.
What's that problem? We go 3566.99 minus 1335.
66.99 minus
1335.
Minus 13. My fingers aren't working.
$13.35.
$2,231.98.
Okay. And how much is your monthly?
It's 910 for the lot rent and then whatever the water bill is.
Charges? Gotcha. Okay, so you're gonna be up around. So we're gonna go back up into the 3000s, it looks like.
And not that it makes
When-
much of a difference, Your Honor, but actually, rent is $9.15 and there is a $45 month-to-month fee. But then, yes, there is the water sewer charges, which are based on usage.
Right. Okay. When could you get that amount paid, folks?
Which amount?
Well, if I look at 2231, when can you pay that?
Well, that's what we're waiting for DHS and Friends Indeed.
Okay. When's the next time you can make a payment at all?
June 3rd is when the June rent would be paid
You'll pay your rent on June 3rd?
for the full amount for June, yes,
Okay. And then it's just back balance we're waiting on.
correct.
Alright. Then, since they paid that amount, I'm gonna give them a break. I know we're gonna click into a new month, but you gotta pay that June rent on time.
On June 3rd, right.
All right. So I'll adjourn this out June 12th, 2026 at 2 p.m.
Okay,
Okay, pay the June grant, and then hopefully we'll have an answer from Friends Indeed, Faith in Action.
okay,
All right?
Thank you.
Folks. Shile Farms versus Melanie Clemens. Oh, see ya. On YouTube. Melanie Clemens,
Patty, are you showing that payment cleared?
Yes, that payment has cleared.
All right, Your Honor, in light of that, Ms. Clemens is now paid, so we would request a dismissal.
case is dismissed without prejudice on to this motion. Shile Farms versus Lauren Eccles. Hello,
Hello,
how are you today?
good, how are you?
Sure. Okay. All right, where are we?
With costs, Your Honor, $2,430.68.
All right. Ms. Eccles, how are we looking at trying to get that?
So I got paid this morning and I have a cashier's check that I'm gonna drop off after I leave here.
For how much?
$12.76 and 28 cents.
How much?
$1,276 and 28 cents.
1,200 All right. And your monthly rent is how much?
905.
Okay, so can you give me 2430.68 minus 1276?
$1,152.
Give it again, I'm sorry.
$1,150.
All right. How long would it take you to get that paid?
I get paid again on the 15th.
On the 15th? Okay. And so on the 15th, would you have the 1152 plus your June grant? Or you would be able to though get the 1152 paid?
Yes. I also had a question because I reached out to DHS for the SCR assistance and they said that they needed a judgment, but the video that played at the beginning said that.
Don't need a judgment. They're giving you wrong information.
So what should I give them?
You should call them and tell them the court said they don't need a judgment.
Okay.
Just tell them.
Okay.
Okay. But here's what I'm gonna do. And I'll explain why I'm gonna do it this way, because we're coming down to the end of the month. If I come back on the 12th, you're gonna owe about $2,100 that you're not gonna be able to get paid. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's gonna be a difficulty. So since you've got that amount right there, I'm gonna grant a judgment finding no tribal issue after a hearing, grant a judgment for possession for the 24/30/68. You're gonna get that paid, then you're gonna owe 1152, which then you said you can get that paid by when?
The 15th.
By the 15th. Okay. And then I will just extend a writ date out. It would be a week, but I'm gonna give it to the 16th. June 16th. So I'm gonna issue a judgment. Basically, I'm cutting off the amount that you're gonna owe to have to stay.
Okay.
And then get that paid by the 16th. That's gonna, with that check, gonna pay off the judgment. And then this doesn't include June. So I'm presuming that you're looking at June. You need another 2 weeks to get June in, right? So what that does is if I do that on the 16th, you should have another check on the 29th. You should be able to get June done. Then you'll be good.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yes.
Fantastic.
And
Is
Your
it
Honor,
possi-
just so Ms. Eccles is aware, Style Farms will probably be issuing a new demand for the June rent. And so there may be a new case filed in June for those charges. But hopefully she's able to get everything paid up on the 29th and the case would just end up being dismissed.
That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, what was your question?
Is it possible for me to get a copy of whatever happened today? Just for,
The judgment?
yeah, whatever.
They'll be sending it over for my signature, so I don't have it.
Okay.
But you'll be able to pick up one on Monday.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Fair enough. Court calls case Style Farms versus Shannon Rousseau. Shannon Rousseau, not here. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. So defendant, I believe, has paid and only has a 96-cent balance. Is that correct, Patty?
That is correct. The funds have cleared.
96 cents.
So we are not going to take a judgment over 96 cents, Your Honor. We are not going to waive it, but we are not taking a judgment either. And so we would be submitting a dismissal on this case.
All right. Case is dismissed, reserving the 96 cents.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Spice Tree Apartment versus Brian Meeks. Oh, there he is. He's looking out. He was hiding. Your name?
Brian Meeks.
All right. Where are we on his case?
With cost, Your Honor, $3,089.20, or is that a 6? Hold on. $3,089.20.
Got it. So you paid something.
Right. I paid this morning. I'm gonna pay another 300 this afternoon. As far as taking care of this balance and June, I still have a closing. It's still on the 12th. I was literally just trying to get them to move it up, but that check will be about $9,500, so I can cover that and then June without an issue.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna issue, finding no tribal issue after a hearing, I'm gonna issue a judgment for possession for the 3,089.20. What date did you say?
So I close on the 12th, but my ACH deposit won't hit till like either the 13th or 14th.
Got it. But no, that's fine. So I'll do just like I did on the other one. I'll extend the writ date to June 16th.
Your Honor, I have to place an objection on the record with respect to this.
Yeah.
The last court date, Mr. Meeks indicated he'd be paying $1,700 today. So is he paying $1,700 today?
I tried to get that. I'm working on it still.
I thought he made a payment.
He had said he had paid a couple $100 as of the 15th, and he said he could pay $1,700 on the 29th. That's the note that I have. The
Right.
issue.
But what I heard him say, and part of the reason why I did it this way is he paid what, 400?
You're under the last payment. So we've got 150 was paid on the 15th, and then 280 was paid between the 20th
Right.
and the 21st.
Hundred
And
this
then
Monday.
the
sorry.
understanding was, and the court did this over my objection at the hearing on the 15th, was that because he said he was going to pay the 1,700 today, the court adjourned it to today to give him an opportunity to do that. But now he's saying he can't do that, and now he's saying he can pay everything plus June, and the court would be considering extending the writ date to the 15th. But if it doesn't get paid, June's not included, and so then my client has to start all over for the June rent.
Correct, but
And
I'm just trying to figure out. I was obviously counting more dollars coming in.
Right.
You said there's 300 that you're paying today.
Then I'm gonna pay, I paid earlier, I paid 300
Right.
this morning, and I'm gonna pay again later on this evening.
How much?
300.
Okay, so that's why I had him with those two payments, not at his 17, but I've got him somewhere around 1,000 plus. But you don't have that.
I can't verify the 300 from this morning. I mean, I can call my client and verify that, but if he paid 300
Right.
this morning and he's gonna pay another 300 today, that's 600 versus 1,700. And so I have concerns because
No, that's 1,000 versus 1,700. If those three come in, because there's $400 payments that we didn't have the last time.
there was $280 that have been paid since the last court date, I believe.
No, so the last court date, that's where our figures are. I had, your claim amount was 34,1920 on the 15th. It's now about 31. So.
Okay, so I do see
that-
the
Go ahead.
150 plus the 280, yes. So it looks like, yes, that 150 did come in after. I have concerns, Your Honor, because it's consistently a promise of more and then always
It
coming up a
is.
bit short. And this has always been the case with Mr. Meeks in court, and I completely understand what he's dealing with. I know he was trying to help out his brother at the last court date. I just would be remiss if I didn't place an objection on the record with respect to this, Your Honor, since
Well, let me do it this way, because he's not gonna have the money till that time period, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it this way in consideration of the extension. And you're gonna tell me that you're gonna have the money, so it's not like you gotta pay the judgment plus June to stop the writ.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes, sir. I did let James at the Spice Tree office know as well.
Okay, so just so that we're clear, the dollar amount does not include June because we're not at June.
Right.
But I'm extending out the date to the 16th, but you've got to pay that dollar amount, which is the judgment amount, plus your June rent. Otherwise.
Absolutely. I got it.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Do it that way.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
thank you.
Harbor Manor versus Gada Al Hussein.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Marissa Gutierrez, representative.
Do we have an interpreter, please?
Hello.
Can we have an interpreter, please? Arabic,
Well,
or that's hard.
I can get my staff in here. Let me pass it and let's see if we can get an interpreter.
All right.
And Your Honor, I am seeking an adjournment.
You are? Okay, why don't I do this? We'll make sure that we have an interpreter, ma'am.
Oh.
The next time, I'm gonna give a new date.
Oh. There's no, I'm her payee. I can translate if you want.
Okay, but I'm gonna adjourn it out at the request of the plaintiff to June 12th, which is my next day. Okay, 2 Fridays from now. At what time?
3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. Okay,
Should I just give you some further information or?
go ahead. Yes, if you can.
I understand that Ms. Al Hussein was terminated from the program, but
she was out of the country, it sounds like, when they were trying to reach.
Right, I remember.
So right now, our client is in talks with compliance to see if there's anything they can do. So that's why I'm requesting.
Got it. That makes sense to you?
Mm.
No, kind of.
Yeah. So as we told you that she paid for her rent. It's
I remember. And so what happened is, for whatever reason, she's paid her rent, but they terminated her from the program, which is why they would show an amount due.
so she's out of the house right now.
Pardon?
She's out of the house like for now.
No. Nothing's gonna happen to her,
Okay.
right?
So everything is
Until I tell you, okay?
all right. So
Don't have to worry about that.
all right.
But that's why her balance, she was paying how much? She told me.
$4.
Yeah, and so she was paying that, but so the best way to explain it is her rent is whatever it is.
Yeah.
She pays her $4, they're paying the rest. But the moment they terminate her, that amount that they're supposed to be paying, she owes. So even though she's doing what she should do, that amount keeps going up.
So
Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She owes only her SSI payments. So
No, I know. And so what's happening, and I'm gonna trust, you're her daughter, right?
yeah.
Yes, you told me that the last time.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to check as to why that happened and seeing if they can get it rectified. Okay?
So but so you want me to keep the here the copies?
Those,
Keep it right.
those,
Get it last.
I don't have, I believe that she paid her $4.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with any of that.
Correct.
I don't think she did anything that she shouldn't have done. It's just trying to correct something on the
Right.
other side, and we'll.
That's cool. All right.
All right, you'll explain that to your mother for me?
Yes.
Please, thank you.
Right. عم اقول انه يمكن هن عاملين غلط، انت مانك عامل شيء، هن بس عم يرجعوا يشيكوا انه اذا ما في شيء غلط، وانت عم اقول لك انه يعني ما تخافي لانك انت عامله كل شيء صح، فما تخافي. بيسجلون 12
Yes, 12.
at
12 at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. 6:12 الساعة 2 بدنا نرجع لهون مشان نخلص منها اموري. لا لا تخافي. I'm telling her don't be scared.
Okay, yes, don't.
خلاص عم اقول لك انه كل امورك منتهيه، بس انه بدهم يصححوا معلومات من عندهم لحتى يشوفوا لانه ليك بدين محامي.
And make sure you tell her I said don't be scared.
I told her.
Okay.
Be scared لا تخاف.
All right.
عم اقول لك لا تخافي، هو عم اقول لك لا تخافي انه انت امورك محلوله. All right.
Right.
So much.
Thank
We're good
you.
to go.
Yes, you're good. Have a good weekend. Avalon Housing versus Randall McCaleb.
His area for.
Hello, your name?
Randall McCaleb.
Okay. And where are we on his? Oh, this is his motion.
Is, however, with this caseworker today, and they have advised me that he has been approved for 1,400.
You're his caseworker? You can go up with him if you want, or you can sit there. It's up to you, but
I'm good.
you're good?
Yeah.
Sure?
I don't want to, whatever you want.
I know, that's usually the way it works, but she was welcome to come up because we had that happen, so.
Okay.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So, my understanding is that SOS has approved Mr. McCaleb for $1,437.96.
Okay,
And that leaves a remaining balance of $132, which is the court cost. And that amount, I understand that Faith in Action is going to pay. We'd just like to adjourn this to your next available date. Mr. McCaleb has indicated he is going to pay his June rent. So I think it's just going to be resolved before the next hearing.
that's your understanding too, sir?
Yes, sir.
Right, you were good. You did a wonderful job there.
Yes, sir.
All right, June 12th, 2026 at 3 p.m. Okay, if it's all resolved, you may not need to even come down, sir.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you, sir.
Sure, have a good weekend. Evergreen Apartments versus Logan McCluskey.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. And what is plaintiff's?
Your Honor, the outstanding balance is $3,234.40, which includes the court costs.
And sir, how were you intending on getting that paid? The second hearing.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to. I tried to get assistance and I don't think I'll be able to come with that. I started my new job, but I won't be able to make that until probably over a month. And even then my lease ends in 2 months. And so I'm at a crossroads here. So I just wanted to show up to make sure I did my part and just requested I could get as much time to get out as possible to find myself and my daughter a new place.
Okay. Would think you could get out mid-June? Would that be enough time for you?
Yeah, I think that would be, I should be able to find something by then.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find no tribal issue after hearing judgment for possession for 32-34-47. I'll extend the writ date to June 15th. All right. Okay, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. So be out by June 15th, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, bye-bye.
All right. Evergreen Apartments versus Jermaine Magnum.
Very for plaintiff. Contractor.
Magnum, not here. You solemnly swear a firm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
All right, go ahead.
This is an action to non-payment rent. The rent to retain the rent is $2,873 each. For a cost of $172 for a total redemption of $2,045. Plaintiff is requesting entry with default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue. Date, the total amount of payment paid.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days. Evergreen Apartments versus Kevin Sherman.
Very for plaintiff.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Name?
Kevin Sherman.
All right. And where are we on this?
Your Honor, the outstanding balance is $2,867.03, which includes the court costs.
All right. And have you gotten an answer from DHS yet?
I have not.
All right.
For assistance. And yeah, I was hoping to have the balance paid. Was helping out on a job for Southfield Police Department, fixing some stuff that some contractors messed up over there, and they told us everything that we needed to get done. And my partner,
a check.
Huh?
Waiting on a check.
Yeah, my partner and I did it, and then when we went through the walkthrough, they added some more stuff, and so we're at a little impasse right now. We had to stop so that we could do some work for Body of Christ International Church,
okay,
in Detroit, to get them secured before the weekend, and then we're expecting to go back there next week to.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. It's good. That balance is going to go up.
Yes.
But I get what you're telling me, and you'd be entitled to another 7 days at least anyway.
Yes.
You don't have answers on your rental assistance. So I'm going to adjourn it to June 12th.
Okay.
3 p.m. Okay.
Appreciate you.
You get it paid before then, then you don't have to show up.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that amount plus your June.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Take care. Evergreen Apartments versus Chartervia. Yes, it is. Let's get.
We're secondary.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
George Justice. Hello, good afternoon. Okay. Is this the written answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, that's what came in. Okay, so I have did plaintiff get a copy of her answer? Or their answer?
Well,
Did you send to the plaintiff's attorney a copy of what you gave to the court?
I did not, but I did speak with someone in the office on Tuesday. And I did let her know. She asked me if I had entered a written statement. I told her I'd be doing that this week.
Okay.
Yes.
You didn't send them a copy or they?
No, I didn't know I needed to do that. I just know I needed to talk.
I get it.
Okay, sorry.
You don't do this every day, right?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do, Ann. Can we, cause there's photos on here. Can we, make a copy so that Ms. Cedric can take that with her? Oh,
I got this.
yeah, okay. Good job. Okay, so she filed a written answer. There's gonna need to be a response to that.
Okay.
Is her balance is still 285128? Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, to the Machats, I'm gonna give them, since they weren't served a copy, we'll get a copy to them, give them a chance to look at it, respond.
Yes, sir.
And do the like, okay? So I'll adjourn this out to June 12th, 2026 at 3 p.m. Okay?
Yes, sir. I do have a question.
I got a question. Are they always this well behaved?
Most of the time.
Oh, okay, all right. I just asked because they
Most of the time.
okay.
I was told that I would be able to speak with, is it Patina? Carissa, I'm sorry, today to work out. I'm gonna move out. It's just
Okay, you're gonna move.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I've gotten out of control.
that's got time to wait. I've got to get through some more cases.
Yes.
And I'm still talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, not a problem. He was good until that last minute, right? Forrest Knoll versus Arlene Bonner.
For plaintiff?
Hello, your name?
Hi, Arlene Bonner.
See if I can find you here. Got it. All right. What is currently owed?
$1,630.
Okay, so regrettably, you were informed that you were eligible, but they're out of money.
When I to DHS Thursday, I asked for a copy of my SCR because they didn't give me a yay or nay at that time. And it said that it was denied. And
SCR.
yeah, but when I talked to someone, what's today? This morning, she told me that they didn't even look at May. They didn't even look at this month. So she had to close that case out. So I had to start another SCR today. So that's what happened.
How many people are in your unit?
Just me.
Okay. So that would only amount, if they gave you the max award, to $410. You owe the 1630, but what I was referring to is your application to SOS or HOG.
Hawk said I was on a waiting list, so ain't no telling how long I'll be on there. But Your Honor, it's $14.55. I have the paperwork that they put in my mailbox.
I know, and then you got court costs.
Oh.
That's what's raised.
Oh, okay.
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 All right. So You have nothing that you can pay now, right?
I can pay my rent for June today.
How much is that?
683.
All right, let's do this then. Not sure, maybe we'll get an answer from from SER. So pay your June rent today, or at least by Monday, okay?
Okay.
That way the number doesn't go up. I'll adjourn this out to June 12th, 2026 at 3 p.m. See where we go from there. It may be more funding to come in for June. Who knows?
Okay, and I also went to Friends Indeed and talked to her as well. So
Okay, so you've got friends indeed also that you're okay. Okay, so let's see what he has to say. All right.
okay,
Have a great weekend.
thank you. Oh, is there any way I can get a letter for work from last week and today?
Well, yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Forrest Knoll versus Shemaiah Charles.
Gotcha.
Shemaiah Charles, not here. You may proceed.
The rent for the main possession is $447, for $175 for a total redemption of $622. Plaintiff is requesting entry with a default judgment for the writ to issue after hold on.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. Glencoe Hills versus Tierra Malcolm. Tierra.
Carissa Gazari.
Oh, there she. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, I think I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, the outstanding balance is $3,266.65, which includes court.
All right.
So I've been working with Friends Indeed and Peace Neighborhood. I also applied for SER. I did get a case number for it because it's still pending. Like they haven't got a
Your SER is still pending.
Yes.
Okay, how are things going with Peace and Friends?
So they are saying that they are willing to help, but they want to know what the SER decision will be.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we don't have the SER decision, so we'd have to adjourn it out to get anyway, so. Adjourn the matter June 12th, 2026, 3 p.m.
Thank you.
Let's see where everything's at, okay?
Have a good day.
You too. Gulfside Lake 1 and 2 versus Bonnie Jacques and Brandon.
Carissa Gazari for plaintiff.
I'm here, Your Honor.
There's Brandon. Okay. And what do you have going?
The outstanding balance is $1,633.19, which includes court.
Okay. Mr. Jacques, how are we gonna do it this time?
So I was working with friends in Indeed, and unfortunately, they're not going to be able to provide me any assistance. So I was hoping to make another payment of like $800 this week. Unfortunately, it won't happen until early next week. So I can have everything caught up by the 12th. But I would like.
Let's do this. So you think everything got up? How much is your monthly rent?
It's just under $1,200.
Okay, so we're gonna be at about 2,800. You're gonna pay 800. What day can you pay that?
Probably by Tuesday.
All right, so by the 3rd, why don't let's do it this way. I want $800 by the 5th. Okay.
Okay.
And then that, well, it's not quite gonna get to there, but we're at, what did I say? We'd be at 28. And so then we'd be at about $2,000. And then when you think you can get that paid?
Well, is there a possibility of doing it so that this coming June month is not on it. And then I could have everything paid in full by the 12th.
I got you. Okay. Everything except June, you mean?
Right, I would have to make allowances
Okay.
for June.
No, I got you. Here's what I'll do. Finding no tribal issue after hearing, I'll grant a judgment for possession in the amount prayed for, which is 1633.19. I'll extend the redemption date out to June 12th. Is that when you're gonna get paid, the 12th?
Yeah, it'll probably, it could be 11th or it could be the 12th, but it will be definitely by
Let's
the
do
12th.
it this way. I got you. We always try to find a way that you make it through this. So I'm gonna make it June 15th, 2026. So that at least gets to Monday.
What day was that? I'm sorry, I was.
The 15th.
Okay, the 15th. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so if for whatever reason it's late on Friday, you got till Monday to get it in.
Thank you so very much.
All right. And we'll do it that way. All right. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too, Your Honor.
Gulfside Lake 1 and 2 versus Desmond Williams. Desmond Williams. Not checked in, but on the sheet. Management email sent to landlord requesting documents to process with the application. So I have that. They've sent an email to the landlord on the 26th for documents to process the application in this case.
If we pass this, I can tell you when documents were provided unless.
You guys have provided them already? What's today, the 29th? They said they just sent that to you on the 26th, so they're not gonna have an answer anyway, even if you did, so I'll just adjourn it down, June 12th, 2026 at 3. Southside Lakes versus Tamonte Davis. And Brittany Hunter. Davis, Hunter. No response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. The rent to our case, that's home is $180. Cost of $240. Total reduction of $98.07. It's a default judgment. That's only with the rich.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession, redemption amount, and the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. Which one's this? Monte Davis. This is Jacques. That's that. Everyone's curious. Got it. Gulfside Lake 3 versus Noah Bond. Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
Noah Bond.
All right.
Your Honor, the outstanding balance is $1,306.47, which includes the work.
All right. You got your 400. You paid the 4, like you said. All right. How are you going to get this done?
So I just actually today paid 500.
Paid 500 today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can pay either today or tomorrow, depending on when my check comes in. I can pay a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure how much yet. I just started another job, so I don't know.
All right, let me ask you this. Okay. If you paid 500 today, given the balance, you're going to need about another 800. Okay. And so when do you think you can come up with 800? Because I may do this a different way for you.
Today's the 29th, so I believe I get paid after next week, I think. But
Let me ask this. Can you get 800 paid into the landlord by the 12th or the 15th of June?
I believe so. I believe I can get, yeah, I can actually, yes.
Can? Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find no tribal issue. I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession. I'm gonna do it for the 1306 to 47, something like that.
47.
So I'm gonna do it for the whole amount because the 500 hasn't been credited yet.
Okay.
Okay, then you're gonna need to pay the 800 or thereabouts. You need to get that paid. I'm gonna do what I did with Mr. Jacks. I'm gonna give you to the 15th.
Okay.
What you told me. So June 15th,
Yes.
2026. Pay that. This doesn't include your June.
Right.
All right. But this way, this will at least get you near caught up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate
Not a problem. And I've signed off on that. You're all set. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Gulf Side Lake 3 versus Delano Moore. So that's my boy.
Yeah, first secretary for planning.
That's my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how you want to do this. Mr. Moore was here.
Oh.
Mr. Moore was he was intoxicated, let's say. So we, according to the description I was getting, we just sent him home.
Okay.
So I'll adjourn it out. He was having a day. June 12th, 2026.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. All right, thank you. Gulf Side Lake 3 versus Jabril Niem.
Very relationship.
Not checked in.
Niem, no response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. The rent was in possession of $1,420.38 for a cost of $172 for a total redemption of $1,592.08. Plaintiff is requesting entry on judgment for 10 days. Total amount remains unpaid.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession redemption amount is in the amount requested with a writ to issue in 10 days. Hamilton Crossing 1 versus Tammy Evans.
Plaintiff.
Hello. All right, what is claim?
Balance of $2,230, which includes court costs.
Unless I wrote something down wrong. That balance sound right to you?
I think so.
Okay. The only reason I'm asking is she was at 3687 at the beginning. She was gonna pay 1,500. Did you do that?
Yes.
You paid the 1,500, which would have brought her down to around, according to the figures given before, to around 2,000. But then when I got her on the 15th, I bet you I forgot the one. She probably owed 1927 or something. Okay. That may be on me. Okay, I think the number's right. Oh. Pardon? Last time. Okay, that might be it. All right. How are you gonna get this done?
Okay. I have 12. I was gonna add with it
I get paid every week on Thursday. I was gonna, then it'd be 1,600. And I wanted to see if I can get on a payment plan for the rest, so I can concentrate on June rent.
Okay, let me just, hang on a second. So how much do you have now?
12.
1,200. And then if you pay the 12, how much time would you need to come up with another $1,100? Go ahead, just give me your best guess. I mean, I know.
I don't know. I was just, because I was trying to pay it, because I don't have no help. So I was trying to pay it. But I was also trying to see if I could pay the majority of it and get on a pay.
Hang on, I know you're fixated on the payment plan. Just work with me here, okay? Because I'm trying to get you to zero so that you can kind of move forward, okay?
Right.
So if you, and so maybe I'll just talk it through with you. You're at about, we'll just round up. So you're at about 2,300, okay? We'll just round it up. If you pay 12, then that's $1,100 I need and to be done with this. That won't include your June.
I know.
But so what I'm trying to do is what I did with a couple of other folks. I would just do a judgment today, knowing you're going to pay the 12. But then I would need to know before I do that, like, how long is it going to take you to come up with that 1,100?
By the 12th?
You think you can do it by the 12th?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other ones, okay? That's all I was looking for. I just wanted to make sure you'd be able to do it. I'm going to find no tribal issue. I'm going to issue a judgment for possession. I'm going to issue for the total amount of the 2,237. I understand you're going to pay the 12, okay? But what I'm then going to do is I'm going to extend the redemption date. You get paid on Fridays, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go to that Monday, the 15th.
Okay.
So I'm going to extend the date to the 15th, 2026. So get that paid. This case will be over. You have to worry about June, but you had to worry about June anyway, right?
Right.
Okay, but we can at least get this done.
Also,
Uh-oh.
I still haven't had my repairs done.
Oh. Well, maybe I won't do this.
I'm happy to make a phone call to see.
Did anybody come out this time?
Nope.
Okay, then. All right, we're gonna do it a little bit different. I'm sorry, I thought because we had dealt with this the last time and quite frankly, the time before, so. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna issue the judgment. I'm going to adjourn this out to June 12th, 2026. The 1,200 that you have. You have that in a money order.
It's on my card.
It's on your card.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're gonna need to get $1,200 cash sometime by Monday, Tuesday next week.
Yes.
And I want you to pay it into the court.
Pay it to the court.
Pay it to the court. Pay it into escrow. All right, and then your June rent, you'd have by the. Here's what I'll do. Pay $1,200 in escrow by Monday. And then I'm gonna order the $1,100 paid into escrow by the 12th. Okay. They're gonna need to get the repairs done. And then we'll figure out how we're splitting this money.
Okay.
Better? Okay. And Ms. Gazari, she told me about these repairs on the 8th. I think somebody, when we came back on the 15th, somebody had checked something.
It wasn't done,
but it wasn't done.
wasn't done at all.
Pardon?
Nobody came.
Nobody came even, okay, maybe I'm, okay. And now I'm here on the end of the month.
Understood. I will, stop it.
Okay. So the 12th, you gotta get 2,300 into the court by then. And then we'll see where we're going and better get them out there.
I thought you said pay the 12.
Pay the 12 into the court and then the 1,100, or the 1,100 by the 12th. Into the court.
Okay, both
Okay.
the court.
I want them both into the court. Because until they decide to get the repairs, that
Okay,
you'll pay it so you don't fall behind,
right.
but then they gotta get it done for you. Fair enough?
Clarification on what the repair.
It's the dishwasher, the wash machine, the dryer, and I have
A leak in our bedroom
my window,
window.
my bedroom window. When it rains, it comes inside.
So I had, those are the things, I had washer and dryer, dishwasher, and the window that she told us about on the 8th. All right, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you so much.
New Park Ridge Apartments versus Sydney Dodd.
Is there a plaintiff?
Hello, Mr. All right, what is the claim?
$1,660, which includes court costs.
It was paid
Hold on.
by Breaker Busters, but they still haven't applied the check because it made out to the wrong apartment company, complex. So she's trying to get it switched over.
Hang on a second. You are not. There's her. She was approved on 5/13 for $652.
Yeah, now
It looks like an $8 difference, so that's okay. You don't show that? Oh, but
they made,
check was issued, but it was made to the wrong complex?
they sent it to Soap Trail where our manager, she works at too. So she was trying to get it transferred over. So she said it's a process, but they do have the check. So
Okay. Your June rent,
mhm,
you have that?
I will have that.
What day are you gonna be able to get?
I get paid again on the 5th.
On the 5th?
Yep.
Okay, so let me do this. Just make sure I'm gonna adjourn it out to the 12th, 2026 at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll be able to get that check thing resolved.
I hope so.
I've been paid.
Yes.
Everything's paid, then they can dismiss this and done.
Yep, and they fixed the furnace. They just didn't do the things so the birds can stay out of the dryer vents. It's
That's true. She did tell me the birds are in the vent, and I hate birds inside.
yeah.
They get it done. They did.
No, they didn't. They did the furnace on Friday. Last Friday
Okay, so the furnace got done. So you have air conditioning there.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then she can't have birds inside. I can't.
So the dryer vent, yes.
Yeah.
I know. A lot. It's a lot.
All right.
All right.
Start. Have a great week.
Thank you. You too.
Court calls case of the Haven versus Raymond Stewart III.
Is there for plaintiff?
Where are they going? The shepherd. They're not leaving, are they? Yeah. Tell them not to leave. I'm just about done. Hello. Gentlemen, your names?
Raymond Stewart, Jaron Morgan.
All right. Take your hands out of your pockets. All right. Where are we? Exactly.
Your Honor, the outstanding balance is $900, which includes court costs.
Gotcha. So got a cashier's check here for $150. Still waiting back to hear from
Hang on. You're gonna have to speak up.
Okay.
Because I love hearing the babies. But
okay.
Maybe I don't listen to you at all. So you gotta
we got a cashier's check here for $150 that we're gonna drop off once we leave here. And then still waiting to hear back from DHS. And then hoping to just like get a payment plan or some more time for the remaining balance.
Okay, let's see what we do. You owe 900, you're gonna do that. That's gonna put you down at what? 750?
Yep.
Okay. And gonna make sure you're not on my list, but I don't think you are. Nope. Okay. So you'll have 750. When do you think you'll have 750? Because I may do this a little bit different for you, but
Probably need like 2 weeks. So is it the 12th? That Friday?
12th is 2 weeks out.
That would-
You'll be able to pay it by that date?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do like I did with the other ones if you were listening.
Okay.
I'm gonna find no trouble issue. I'm gonna give them a judgment for possession. I'm gonna make it the whole 900, but you got the 150, so we know what numbers we're talking about.
Okay.
All right. And then I'll extend the date to pay to June 15th. All right, that's that Monday afterwards. So you get the 750 paid. This case then this judgment then gets satisfied. What I did with the numbers, I didn't include your June rent. So you'll still owe that. Okay? Does that sound all right for you? Okay. So I just did that, signed the judgment. You guys have a great weekend. The Haven versus Jeffrey Perry. In Zoom. Mr. Perry?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. There you go. And did you have an SOS appointment on the 27th?
Oh yes, I completed one. So I have to finish sending over my paperwork, my leisure, and my payment history and stuff. And there was something else they wanted, my check stubs, and so then my DHS appointment that I had. I guess them two are working together, and so she requested some more information from me as well, because I originally got denied for the DHS, but now she's reopening it up because she didn't see the hardship and everything that was on there. And so I'm in the process. I just talked to them. It was yesterday and day before yesterday. So they still waiting on that now. So I'm going to send it over by this weekend, and then I assume they will take a look at it around Monday or Tuesday.
All right, what do you have as this, Bell?
I have $4,260.52.
All right. All right. Let me ask you this, young man.
Yes.
Anything else you can? You'll be able to put into escrow?
Yeah, for the upcoming weeks. For the next paycheck, 800 coming up, and then next paycheck after that, another 800 coming up. And I also I talked for the I forgot which one. I think it was DH. I forgot which one it was. The SOS. She said that the most they'll be able to do was 3,000. So she wanted me
Yeah,
to.
but right now they're out of funding.
Yeah. She said that they're out of funding. She had me on the list for July, for the beginning of July. That's when they get their next group of funding, and it will be available then if I still need it. She already had me on the list for that payment. And also my repairs haven't been done yet, and it's been a while.
You had mold in the bathroom, washer and dryer, and then other things in the bathroom.
Yeah, and because I get like sick a lot from the bathroom, which is one of the reasons why I got behind.
I got you. So when did you say you'd pay the next 800?
My next paycheck next Friday.
The 5th?
Yep. That's the 5th.
Okay. Do you get another check on the 12th or?
Yeah, the 12th, the 5th, and then the following week after that I get another check.
Okay, and then the 12th you can pay another 8?
Yep.
Okay. I want that, then that's a total of $1,600. I want you to get that paid into the court escrow.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Gazera is gonna make sure they're gonna follow up on your repairs.
I have something important.
Oh, he does? Okay, go ahead.
So I have notes indicating that mold test match indicated no mold in the The maintenance supervisor walked the apartment. I had was treatment done in bathrooms. Maintenance also repaired the first floor. Had both bathrooms painted, the toilet fill valve placed, and the lids or another toilet repair.
Hear that?
Yeah, I hear, and so that like that's old news. I've been talking to them about that, and she said that she wanted to come. She supposed to been coming back. This was like three weeks ago, almost a month ago now. They wanted to come back and then add some type of solution to, because the walls are still dripping as of today. The walls are still dripping like from the ceiling. Some type of substance. It's like some type of gooey substance. I'm not sure what. Like they thought it was. They said it wasn't mold. So it's something else, some type of chemical that is causing respiratory issues. So they haven't figured out what that was. I don't know what they got to do. That's for them to figure out, but they haven't done anything concerning
Hey,
that.
do this. Get the 1,600 paid into escrow. I'll have them look at it again. I'll adjourn this out to June 12th, 2026, 3 p.m. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
The Tigers are fielding off our shopping.
And then Evergreen Apartments versus Kayla Smith and Hamilton Crossing versus Kaba. Those are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. Yeah. Okay. All right, court's gonna stand in recess. I'll come back, do my last block in a moment. Road Senior Dividend Housing versus Tracy Relax.
Hey, please, the Honorable Court, Steve Gann, P78219 for the plaintiff.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Min Kim on behalf of this Murloc courtroom today. And Your Honor, I wanted to introduce you to my summer intern, Spencer Shea. Here.
Hello, sir. Summer, we're in school. That place up here?
I'm sorry.
University of Michigan?
Yes.
I'm a Maryland grad. I don't like Michigan. All right, but it's okay. All right.
Go Terps.
Thank you. See, he wins. Where'd you go to? You're an undergrad? So you're in law school here. You went here for undergrad. Don't you think you got to branch out, go someplace else? I know, I'm kidding. You can go wherever you want. Pleasure to meet you, sir. All right.
Your Honor, just to give the court an update, we are waiting a FOIA request from Mishta as well as a request for reasonable accommodations on behalf of Ms. Rolex, and plaintiff has agreed to another 2-week adjournment so we can get some answers.
Is that a correct statement, sir?
That's correct, although I didn't know about the reasonable accommodation. If there's something my client needs to do, feel free to get there with me right away and we'll give you a prompt response on that.
Oh, it was part of the email that I sent you today.
It's part of the one today. Okay.
We're trying to get Ms. Rolex out of her current lease.
Okay.
Waiting
without wasting the court's time, I will give you a call right after this hearing, Ms. Kim, and we'll work that part too.
He'll give you a call right after the.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
I just wanted to let the court know that when you're in the voucher program, your first year, you can't relocate.
Can't move.
But it's my understanding that Ms. Rolex got into senior subsidized housing, and so we're trying to get her out of there.
Oh, so she's got other housing, so it's not okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Your Honor, I believe Ms. Kim had mentioned to me that she had received approval from Hawk that they're waiting for payments on for the back rent. So that's why we agreed to the 2-week adjournment to definitely go through that process. And I will cover with Ms. Kim any other issues.
That is correct, Your Honor. Kara Painter emailed me and said that she's approved, but they're waiting for the June allotment.
When did that happen?
I think she emailed me this week or last week.
Okay, because okay. and this is a horrible system they have set up now, because it would be nice if we had a human being here who could, because they send us this, quite frankly, at times rather useless document that, according to this regarding Miss Rolak's cases, it says intake was on May 12th. And then it says waiting for some additional documents from the client.
I see.
So that the parties are clear, at least in terms of what the court knows, I don't know that there's been approval. You say there's an email. I'm not disputing what you're saying. I'm just saying they're telling us, and this was prepared, we received this today,
Yes, sir.
saying that they're waiting on additional documents from Ms. Rolex.
Possible that they're waiting for confirmation about her breaking her lease so they can assist with her security deposit if she's to.
I see what you're saying. Okay, maybe that's a, don't be nice if they made it clearer. Anyway, June 12th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a
Thank you.
good weekend.
You do the same.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Why didn't you let him do it?
Today's his first day here.
That's okay. He could have done it. You know, you want to be a lawyer, he could have just jumped in the sandbox. I wouldn't let him like hurt himself or anything.
If there is one.
Good, good. When you get here, I'm just gonna take shots at you. I just need to let you know. They'll tell you about me.
With any luck, Your Honor, at some point he'll be a good landlord attorney.
That's it. Here on Vista versus Takia Roberts.
May it please the Honorable Court, Steve Gann, P 78219 for the plaintiff.
Hello.
Hi.
Your name?
My name?
Yes.
Here, Roberts.
All right. Where are we? What's the balance today?
Your Honor, the balance today, I just talked to my client just a few minutes ago. It is $885 in rent, $220.81 in court fees for a total of $1105.81. That's 1105.81. Of course, that does not include June rent. She has made some great efforts and great strides. My client had talked to him. We would like to go for a judgment, but we would like to put on there that if she gets it paid within 10 days, we would definitely want to set that aside so it doesn't affect her. She's made valiant attempts at getting money to my landlord.
More importantly, she did more than what she told me she was going to do. I mean,
I try.
she kept to your word. I do appreciate that. All right. So let me ask you this. When can you get this paid?
The 880.
Well, it's 1,105 with the court costs.
So my leasing lady, she told me that if I was to do like, what was it, turn in 1,000, that maybe we could work something out with the court fees. And she was also told that because it's going to restart because the first is coming up, so it's going to start over. But I also let her know that I can have something the week of the 15th because that's when I can be able to get help again for June's rent. But I was told that if I gave her the 1,000 on Wednesday, that we can work something out for the court fees.
Okay, so you think you can get $1,000 by the 3rd? Is that what you said?
No, that's not what I said.
Okay. I'm sorry. That's why I tried to.
Okay.
No.
So I turned in 1,000 on Wednesday.
Got it.
So what I was told was left was $800 and something.
Correct. I got it.
Yes. So I was told that if I turn in that 1,000 on Wednesday, that we could work something out towards the.
Oh, I see. Not the new 1,000, but the previous 1,000.
Yeah.
We could work something out regarding the court fee.
Yeah. And then I was also told that it might start over again because the 1st is coming around. It'll be here next week on Monday. So she was like, it's going to restart. But I also told her that I could have something like the week of the 15th for June's rent. But she told me that I could work something out towards the court fees. Like maybe a plan towards the court fees.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know about that, but I do have my client is on the screen here, Miss Sheena McMicken, sorry. If we could just ask her what her thoughts are.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, Mr. Gann said, I'm supposed to ask what your thoughts are.
I am
It doesn't
okay.
matter if it's about this case, just anything. No, I'm kidding.
I am okay. But I did tell Miss Roberts to let's focus on the past due balance. And yes, I can work with her with the court fees. So if
Oh.
I just really want to get the rent taken care of at this point.
Okay. So let's see how we can do this. But I mean, I can work on that part. I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, do we want something that's going to include, I can adjourn it out for you to get that paid. You guys work out what you're going to do on that, but then June's going to be due.
Right.
Okay. But let me ask you this, ma'am. Are you going to have, when do you think you'll have June rent?
The week of the 15th, that's when I can get help with it.
Okay.
What about the 800 that's remaining?
I can try to, because like I said, I'm getting help with this until my unemployment is like, it's approved and like coming straight through, then I can like give you like whole checks out of that. But right now,
Hang on a second. Here's what I'm gonna do, because this is kind of in flux. You're trying to figure it out. And like I said, and I'll just commend you again, what you've done to get to this point is amazing. So, I'm gonna sort of follow what Mr. Gann said, but give the parties an opportunity to work out. I'm finding no tribal issue. I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession for the 110581. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm going to extend the writ date or the eviction date. When you say the 15th, you can get help. They wouldn't, if they were to give you help, you wouldn't get money on the 15th, right?
Well, that's what I was told, is that I wait till the week of the 15th and they, like, my mom will help, basically.
Your mom, but you, gotcha. Okay, so it's, no, I understand. I'm thinking it's an agency. It's not.
No, it's
mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so mom. Okay, that actually makes it better.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So exactly. So on the week of the 15th, right? Somewhere in there, mom's gonna help.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to extend the date to the 18th.
Okay.
June 18th, 2026. I'm also going to indicate no writ without a hearing.
Okay.
What that will do, so that you understand what I'm doing.
Okay.
I've given them the total amount. Whatever you guys work out in terms of what needs to be paid and work out on the court costs, go work out in court costs.
Okay.
What I'm hoping will happen is they'll work with you regarding the court costs. You'll come up with the 800 and also June. By that time,
right,
we can set this aside and be done.
Okay.
That's what I would hope.
Right.
Okay, but let's see where we can get on that.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. I'll submit the judgment. I will put on there that the dollar amount of 1105 does not include June.
Yes. All right.
Thank
you, Your Honor. Good luck, everyone.
This case
Thank you.
required ASL interpreter, the one in your right hand. If I may swear in
Yes.
Miss Carmen and Miss Corey. Good afternoon, interpreters. Can you please unmute your devices and raise your right hands to be sworn? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you'll interpret accurately, completely, and impartially, using your best skill and judgment, and to translate from American Sign Language into spoken English, and from spoken English into American Sign Language in the manner now before the court, so help you God, Miss Corey?
I do.
And Miss Carmen?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna
Camera off.
turn my camera.
Yep, so your video's off. It is logged on.
He's. Oh. Okay. The court does call the case of YPF 16 versus Judge Jackson.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Fantera on behalf of the plaintiff.
Ma'am, could you say your name?
Disha. Last name is Jackson.
Right. And where are we on this case?
The defendant owes rent in the amount of $1,338 plus court costs of $175 for a total of $1,513.
Okay, yes. My SSDI has been cut off and it got screwed up the 30th, 2026. So I went over to a friend's and found a business card or a check for the rent right here.
May I? Your Honor, what I'm looking at is a check from the Red Shield Rentals from Friends Indeed. So
for how much?
For $1,513. So with the court's permission, with Ms. Jackson's permission, I would like to accept this payment and I will submit a dismissal to the court.
All right.
She's asking, what does that mean to be dismissed?
That means the case is over. And she doesn't have to come back and see me.
And it further means that she will
Okay.
go into June with a zero balance.
What do you mean by that? Say that again.
This payment is for April and May rent. It pays her balance in full so that starting June, she will have to pay her June rent.
Well, I don't know. It depends on SSDI. I've got an attorney and Social Security. We talked to them today. 9:15 said he's in process.
Can Ms. Jackson tell me the name of the
Provisional.
attorney so that I?
Shake? It's SHAIHK.
Again, please.
I can write it down for you.
Where are they located?
In Ann Arbor. You mean my attorney, right? Yeah.
Your Honor, the reason I'm asking is so that we don't wind up in the same boat at the end of June. I will try to contact this attorney in the next couple of weeks to find out exactly where that stands. But I think as far as today's case is concerned, I think we're done.
Okay. So do you want my attorney's phone number? Do you want me to give you that?
Great.
My phone's in the car.
I'll
If you
get
send
it.
me an email, I can email you.
I'll find it.
Okay. All right.
Case is dismissed. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Madam Interpreter. Do appreciate it.
All right, you guys take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bushwood Properties versus Dennis Cornell. That matter's dismissed on plaintiff's motion with them.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. That's all for me.
Field Properties versus iGem. Nope.
Good afternoon, Dana Hall on behalf of Beacon Properties.
Legends is on her sheet.
So your name?
Teresa Adjams.
All right. Okay. The note I have here is application opened on May 21st. Agency is holding application until we have funding to help or another agency can assist. Said they emailed the tenant, several agencies to reach out to. Right?
Yes.
Okay, how much is owing?
$691 rent,
How much?
691,
Okay,
then cost of 220,
right, for a total.
total of 911.
I'm sorry.
Total of 911.
Okay, same as we're stuck. All right, Ms. Jim's. It's okay. When do you think you can come up with that, or can you?
I can pay June. I'm really hoping to get some help from an agency.
Okay. How much is your June rent?
What's that?
How much is your June rent?
$995.
Okay, when can you pay that?
Right now.
Well, it'll be dismissed.
Okay, so if you. okay.
That's the June rent.
No. So here's what will happen. If you pay it right now, this case gets dismissed, right? But then when would, so because what they do is they take that amount applied to this balance. And then June would be due.
Right.
So when then, let's say you paid this money, when would you have June rent?
That's a really good question.
Okay. That's why you're looking, that 900 that you have right now is to kind of put you on track. And then you're looking at July is really, if somebody helps you out, you just be looking at July because you've got June.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's not just 1 month. I wasn't making enough to cover my rent.
Gotcha.
So I've been paying piecemeal, just not the whole thing each month. So, and they've been getting 95% of my money. So
Okay. All right. Let's do, I'm just trying to figure out the best way for you. I mean, so here are my choices. I could do a judgment now for this amount. But the moment you pay your June rent, the judgment satisfied and you still owe June. All right. But here's the other weird sort of irony that gets here. If I do that and this gets paid off, then the agencies don't look at you as somebody that needs help because they're going to have to file another case before it, right?
right.
Okay. And if you won't be able to pay June, not only now would you be paying court costs, you'd be paying another set of court costs if they have to file again and go down the road. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best for you. And I think what the best thing to do is to adjourn this out. We'll just the money will, while these agencies are deciding if they can help you, the money just shifts. You still have to pay your June rent. We come back on the 12th, we're going to be right at about the same spot. But if they get funding, then we can get you closer to zero. It's a weird way to do things.
I know.
Follow what I'm saying?
I do.
All right. So I'm going to adjourn this out to June 12th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you one other thing. Don't pay. I never have told the tenant this, but don't pay that money until Monday.
Okay.
And the reason is that if you pay it now, they're going to be obligated to dismiss this case, and that's not what we want at this moment.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds crazy, but a lot of people think I am, but I all right.
Okay.
So Jen,
The 12th.
have a great weekend. The 12th. Yes, ma'am.
Take care.
And let's see. Prospect Realty Group versus Alexandra Bell Streety.
Dana Hall on behalf of Prospect.
Miss Bell Streety,
Sorry, took a second to unmute.
what'd she say?
Took her a second to unmute.
Oh, okay. There you are. Okay. What's her claim in this case?
Your Honor, so Bell Street made a payment this morning, so right now it's $2,450 in rent, $175 in cost for a total of $2,625.
Okay. And Miss Bell Streety, how are you gonna get the rest of that paid?
I applied for SER, so I'm waiting to hear back about that, but I could pay $2,000 by next Saturday, and then I can pay the remaining, including, June's rent. Sorry, I'm pulling up my calendar. June 18th.
Okay, I didn't follow you there.
I can
You
pay
said
up to $2,000
Go-
by next Saturday, which is the 6th.
the sixth.
The 4th, sorry. Or I'm in July. No, the 6th of June, and then I can pay June plus the remaining, the 18th.
Gotcha.
And then I can pay July on July 1st.
Okay, just so I'm clear, you can pay 2,000 by the 4th or 5th of June. And then by the 18th, 19th, you can pay June plus any balance left over.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. You get the $2,000 paid by the 5th. I'm just going to adjourn this out to the 12th of June, 2026 at 12 noon. Get that paid, and then we'll look at trying to get this thing done and get it all wrapped up after that, okay?
June 12th, yeah. Say it again.
June 12th at noon.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Then, okay, these are all these, yes. So I'm gonna call them all at once. Ram Partners versus Fry, Ram Partners versus Brown, Ram Partners versus Robinson, Ram Partners versus Sampson.
Yeah, I still never figured out if those are what the circuit court says on them. I had to go to the circuit court to look that stuff up, but
All right.
I thought we dismissed these.
Well, the dismissals came in late.
Ah, okay, sorry.
All right, your name?
Monasia Brown. Aisha Sams.
Okay. They have filed dismissals on all of these cases. Do you have a
What is
issue with that?
What's that?
That means they're done with me at this point. Their cases are,
Can I ask a question?
sure.
Is it
Only the baby can ask a question. I can't hear her. No, go ahead. What?
still gonna be on like my housing record, but like when I try to apply for apartments, it says that I'm.
It shouldn't be. I mean, I don't know, because the court's not in charge of those, but if it were there, it should say that the case was dismissed
So,
because they filed the dismissals. Okay,
so we can move out, basically.
you can what? You're looking to move out.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay,
With, they're not gonna fix any of the damage or.
okay, so I don't know how to answer that because, I mean, because the only thing I can say is exactly. You, look at you. Ah. I talk to you all day. I don't even like these big people. I was, all right. So I don't know whether or not you could just move out. So I don't want to tell you, yes, you can, because I don't know what the leasing agreement, there's a lot of intricacies in that. Just, I would ask the management whether you could move. All right, and the only other issue that I will say about that is part of my concern with these is whether or not these balances are legitimate balances. Because of all of the other litigation and everything that's happened. I don't know. So my worry would be you'd move out, they'd say whatever their claim was in this case, and then try to pursue a money judgment later after you saying you owe this money. That's the part that bothers me. Go ahead.
Rent they collected from me when the order was in place.
When what order
Non-compliant,
plays?
because that's like $7,000, $6,000. And it's almost the same amount that on there that I owe, nothing against Rampart, but you know.
Okay, and you bring up a good point. Part of my and why I may be reluctant to dismiss. Because normally I would say just dismiss a case, right? Some of you made payments while there was no certificate of compliance. Then, hold on a second. The circuit court issued a ruling about what should happen in that regard. And I don't know then whether the owners, as you might claim, and I'm not giving legal advice, might indeed owe you money. And that whole analysis might apply to all of it. Whether you move or not, man. Right.
I've been speaking with legal services, and it's a guy named Alex that works there, and basically, he's like the attorney for what's going on with this, and he's just asking for me to send all of my lease documents, all of the signed documents when they agree to getting my money back. So he's gonna be the person to make sure that we get justice for our payments that we made. He was also asking me, you know, like what's going on with the case, just in case he needed to stop anything or jump in.
In these cases?
Yeah, because I told him what was going on right now, and he said that he wanted to stop the process of eviction because of me being a previous tenant at a different unit than being moved. So he's kind of trying to get my rent back from what I originally paid when they were non-compliant.
I wish they'd.
I feel so stuck.
Huh?
I said, I feel so stuck.
No, I get you, but I wish if they're gonna give you that advice and you're telling them what's going on, just show up in court and
Yeah.
help the folks out. Hey, it's irritating to me. When are you supposed to talk to him next?
I'm not too sure. He reaches back out whenever he's not busy. I don't know who else he's working with, but he asked for like all of my like legal documents, like my leases and any type of paperwork and emails that I had. He said he was gonna, I think he's going through circuit court with that, if I'm not sure.
Well, yes, and that's part of the problem. Part of the problem is these are really Arbor 1 cases. And hence certain orders were adhered to. That's kind of what you were talking about, man. And certain things are supposed to happen. So quite frankly, in my mind, even if I dismiss these, that doesn't stop anything from occurring there, right?
It would stop the on our, ledger.
No, I hear you. It would stop, like,
I would just apply for another apartment, move out, and then
No, I know. Yeah, it would stop that. But it also may make it a little bit harder for you. It won't make it harder for you, but well, it will, but you just want an answer.
I just want out.
You want out, you want an answer and just, yeah, I mean, and if I send you away, it will get resolved, but not.
Correct. Let's just live in the court.
Live in the court? No. Yeah, all right. Did you contact the attorney for Arbor One about this at all?
Yeah, so I talked to Judge Simpson's clerk. He directed me to an attorney in Bodmin. I could read her email. She said that people could, this is just from her email, pay rent if they wanted to. Well, we couldn't try to get the rent from them. That wasn't a very clear answer to me, so well, first I had to email her twice to get a response. I emailed the prosecutor's office twice, didn't get a response. Got a different email address to the prosecutor's office, still don't have a response to that. I can't look at the court records online unless I go to the court physically, which I did. And it's basically what they said. If I'm not sure if it's their units, but if they don't have a certificate of compliance, they weren't supposed to be collecting rent is my preliminary.
That is exactly it.
I never heard of Alex. I talked to him that.
You did?
No, I didn't know who was involved, so.
Well, legal services is involved, and Alex is the one that has been the attorney on that side. It is unclear what they keep agreeing to on it. It really is just unclear.
Yeah, because I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it's like they keep saying pay the rent or not, pay the rent or not, but you can't leave. It feels like, that's why I said it feels like we're just stuck.
We can't leave because it's an eviction.
Well, you may be stuck, you may not be. I think the issue becomes. I think it's impossible for you to make a decision until that question's answered, right? I mean, if you're not supposed, if you paid, I have a very different decision to make. If I paid rent when I wasn't supposed to be paying rent and I get money back, because then the issue of where I move, how I move, what I do becomes very different because it's a whole different financial picture for me. Right? And so, you know what, little one, you just bang away all you want. Don't let those big people tell you can't do that. Don't, she can put your feet all up there. This is my furniture. You can put your, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, but folks, here's what I'm gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I'm not dismissing the case. Okay, because I think there needs to be an answer. When you talk to Mr. Henry, do you let Mr. Henry know that these other folks?
We talked to him and said, oh, I'm backlash and Lisa.
He what?
Talked to them already and sent everything over.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just like collecting evidence or going, because he was asking for emails for like the damages of what's wrong with our apartment. And it's a lot of documents that we had to send in.
I did that last year. I did it last year.
But he was also asking me if I had other places to go. Preston,
Had other places to go?
in case something crazy happens with this, because no one has answered.
And I've been applying, but I'm never in books.
From this?
That's what I'm saying. I'm unable to leave.
And leave the loans.
Pardon?
Applying for a part.
No, I hear.
And then I also had another comment. It's a guy named Roger, I believe. He works for the sheriff's department. I told him about my situation. And he wants to pay the security deposit for my new apartment, but can't leave. That's like,
Okay.
all the help is lining
Is there anything you want to say? No? Okay. That's your lawyer? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, folks. I think everybody needs to look at this again. What I will do, so this, I will, you are something. That's how I sound in the morning. It really is. I'm, what'd you say? What'd you say? True? Okay. Okay. I meant at home, not when I got here, but just when I get here, that's how I sound. Okay. Wow. I will adjourn out to 2026 at 12 noon. Okay. And I will endeavor to find time this week, folks, to look into some of this myself and try to give you the best answer I can. And I know Ms. Hall will continue to do that. And Alex Henry, yeah. So I won't dismiss them. We'll just adjourn them out tonight and see what we can come up with. Okay. I know you want to move, but I don't want you. I want all of you to be in the best position possible. Right? What do you say? You're tired? Me too. All right. Well, little patience. Let's try to get through it because this has just been a mess for everybody, quite frankly. All right. Thank you, folks, for coming down. And you guys have a blessed weekend, please.
Bye-bye.
Bye, baby. What's the baby's name?
Area.
Samaria? Okay. I shouldn't be like just calling you baby.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, there were 4 of them.
That's it for us? 14A.